Today, I want to talk about the most improved player race, which has a lot of really good candidates early on into the year, which I guess is how it typically goes because some of these guys fall back down to earth. Obviously, I did a video over on Rusty Buckets going over some improved guys, but frankly, I probably should have waited longer to put that video out because I kind of rushed it and I left a lot of important players out of the conversation. So that was my bad. So I'm just going to run through every team, see if they have a real candidate or not. God damn, the Toronto Raptors are the 2 seed. I can't believe it. There is a video about them coming out this weekend. Don't you worry. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Little Rusty Buckets. Subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this video. Trying to hit 40K subs, so that subscription will be much appreciated. We might actually have it by the time this video goes up. So trying to hit 50K subs if we've already done that. Thank you so much if we have. But anyways, the Detroit Pistons have Jalen Duren. Duren is probably my current pick for most improved player because he has been just otherworldly thus far this year. There are people comparing him to Dwight Howard, and I can't even get that mad at them for it. I still don't think he's Dwight Howard by any means. I would honestly say he's more like a bigger Amari Stoudemire. I've talked about Duren a couple of times now, but he's averaging per 36, because he's playing less than 30 minutes per game, but per 36, the dude averages 26 points and 15 rebounds. Not as much as his offense has improved, he's also been a really, really good defensive player, which he has never really been before. In fact, defense was a big reason why I kind of sold some of my stock. I didn't sell all of the Duren stock because I still knew the potential to be better was in there, but like for the last 2 years of his career, his sophomore and third season, he was just kind of terrible on the defensive end. Like consistently, the team was better without him. Did not help that Isaiah Stewart is also a beast of a defensive player off of the bench, so it does make the on-off swing even more significant than it would otherwise be. But he's improved a ton on both ends of the floor, and to me, he's definitely the most improved player thus far this year, but there are a lot of very good candidates. Let me see. None on the Raptors, none on the Knicks, none on the Cavs. Dyson Daniels has improved his playmaking, but his overall stats, besides for his assists, are not all that great. Although Nickeil Alexander-Walker actually has a decent chance of competing for this one as well. Yeah, he went from 9 points per game last year to 18 this year, and his three-ball percentage is not very good, but everything else has been substantially better. He's averaging way more free throw attempts, way more shot attempts in general. So yeah, he looks a lot better. So he has a very good chance of winning it. So I would say Nickeil and Duren to this point are our bigger candidates. Jaime Jaquez, dude, I need to do a formal apology both to Jaime and the Miami Heat and Miami Heat fans, because I cannot believe I did not include him in that video. I cannot believe I did not include, like, seriously, he is my favorite player on the Heat. And the fact that I did not mention him is just a sin. Like I said, I fucking rushed that video and I should have waited. Should have given it a little bit more thought. But he had a really down second year to the point where I was like, again, didn't quite sell the stock, all of it, but I sold some of it. This year, he's at 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists per game. Still can't hit a 3 to save his life, and that does worry me about his overall ceiling, but he is quite the talented do-it-all forward, and he's been a big part of the reason why the Miami Heat offense has worked so well, because they just have a lot of guys who can put the ball on the floor and create for themselves and others. Like, if you look at the assist distribution here, you've got 4 different guys averaging 3, basically 6, or 7, really, if you want to round up, with Andrew Wiggins also averaging 2.8. Like, there's a lot of assist distribution within this team. There's also a lot of guys scoring double digits. They have 8 players who score 10 or more points per game. Jovic is even averaging nearly 9. So, yeah, Jaime has been a big part of that. They can trust. He's their 6th man. He's probably a leader in the 6th man of the year race. I haven't even thought of doing a 6-man race video, which I might actually end up doing that. But yeah, he has been so much better, and I'm so mad that I did not make a video about him, or I did not include him in that video, rather, because he absolutely deserved it. He was better earlier on in the year, so I am a little worried that maybe he just started hot and is slowing down. But we shall see. Chicago Bulls, obviously Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey has a very real case. If he ends up putting the numbers up that he is right now throughout the entirety of the year, he will definitely have a very strong chance. I do think it is worthy of note that his half-court offense numbers are very not good. There are people calling him a fast break merchant, and I can't exactly blame them for that, because he is definitely not the best in the half-court set. But hey, still massively improved numbers by him. Philadelphia 76ers, Tyrese Maxey, wild as hell that he is even in this conversation, because Maxey already won most improved player like 2 years ago before this one. So in the 23-24 season, he won most improved player, averaged 26 last year, but his assists are up by 1.7. His rebounds are up by 1.4, and his points per game is up by nearly 6 points. He's leading the league in minutes, leading the league in shot attempts. He's shooting 42% on 9 3-pointers per game, which makes him one of the best 3-point shooters in the entire league, especially considering the amount of off of the dribble threes that this guy is taking. Yeah, so Tyrese Maxey, very, very good candidate for this award. Don't think there's anybody on the Celtics really. Magic, no. Ryan Rollins has a decent chance. I've been talking about him a lot. I did a video about him recently, if you did not check that out over on this channel. But he is putting up 17 points per game after averaging 6 last year. He's also not a second-year player, which is important to me. He is basically a 4-year player. So I like seeing this. I like that he, like the number difference is just really, really good, which is really what this award is all about. Like, there's a lot of players who can improve on the margins, but in terms of actually winning most improved player, you need to have like a substantial swing in your box score, and he absolutely has that. It's probably more of a product of opportunity than actual improvement, but you know, stats are what always wins, man. Hornets, no, Nets, Michael Porter Jr.? I suppose you could say Michael Porter Jr. I don't think his point per game swing will be substantial enough. I think he's only averaging like he's averaging 6 more points. That's not nothing. What would be interesting is if his 7 assists, back-to-back 7 assist games is evidence that he's actually about to flip as a playmaker, but I don't see much reason to believe that. So, nah, probably not. Probably not. I don't think his points per game differential will be significant enough, and that's really the only category where he's going to get like all the difference from where he already was. Nobody on these teams is going to get fucking dick nor balls. They've been fucking awful. I'm going to make a video about just how goddamn awful the bottom of the Eastern Conference is. Chet's been better, but he's not winning most improved. Aaron Gordon, another player who I should have highlighted in that video. Aaron Gordon's out here playing like a fucking all-star, bro. He is averaging 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and he is shooting 45% on 5 3-pointers per game. I don't know what his mid-range numbers are, but based on last year's playoffs, I'm willing to bet they're really fucking good. No, they have not been at all. That's interesting. So yeah, I guess the mid-range shot fell off, but Aaron Gordon, dude, 20 points per game. Literally, I was already high on the Denver Nuggets. If Aaron Gordon is a 20-point per game scorer and he shoots this well on volume from 3, the Nuggets are so much more terrifying, because like the number one thing that you could do to disrupt the flow of Denver's offense was sag off of Aaron Gordon, play a help defender in the paint to double Jokic whenever given the opportunity. And like, yeah, Jokic is going to find Gordon on the perimeter, but who fucking cares? He can't hit dick. Right now, it seems very likely that you cannot leave Aaron Gordon open in a playoff setting. We'll have to see, obviously, how well that translates. Last year, he shot the 3 ball well, but teams were still leaving him wide open. So we'll see if this newfound 3-point shot finally gets people to change things around. But yeah, Aaron Gordon, pretty decent candidate. Reed Shepherd's been better this year, but I think that's a opportunity versus actual improvement type of situation. Jake LaRavia has been good, but not enough to really swing that. Austin Reeves obviously has improved a lot, and it would not surprise me if he was in this conversation, especially just because of the Lakers bump. He's averaging 28, 5, and 7. No one for the Spurs, but Harrison Barnes has scored 20 in the last 2 games, so good for him there. Jaden McDaniels, I should have mentioned him in the video. The reason that I didn't is because he's done this before. Like, a lot of the reason that he was out here averaging 18 was just the absence of Anthony Edwards, and he's like had these stretches where he averages 18-ish points. So I just didn't really buy that actually meant that he was all that much better. And the recent games would back me up on that being the case, because in his last 3 games, he is down to 14 points per game, still shooting the 3-ball very, very well on low volume, but still. However, yeah, he's leading the league in 3-point percentage right now. However, 14 points, not that much better than 12. I think that is a more accurate reflection of where he is at personally. However, Minnesota is the team that I have watched the least so far this year, so take that with a grain of salt. Gillespie on the Suns, maybe. Grayson Allen on the Suns, maybe. No one really on the Warriors. Denny Avdia on the Portland Trailblazers, averaging like 10 more points per game. He's out here getting triple doubles on the regular. Lauri Markkanen, I don't think so. I think he is going to cool his numbers down. Plus, he's already won it before. And I think that's about it. I would also say for the Heat, Norman Powell. Norman Powell has been better, but like he had this stretch last year with the Clippers, so I don't think they're going to consider it any different this time around. Nobody on the Kings, nobody on the Mavericks, nobody on the Pelicans, nobody on the Grizzlies. Players on the Grizzlies are actively getting worse every day. So yeah, I think I've covered most of my bases. So it's probably, if I had to pick a top 3, I would go Jalen Duren, Austin Reeves, Josh Giddey. Is that a good third pick? I'm not actually sure. But Austin Reeves and Jalen Duren are definitely at the top of that conversation to me. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.